The day Pogačar finally lost his patience with cyclists. It started as all great modern scandals do, with a 14-second phone video and several thousand people who suddenly became experts in cycling etiquette. Somewhere on a quiet Italian road, amid the misty climes of Lombardy, Tadej Pogačar, the multiple Tour de France champion, Giro d'Italia conqueror, and the general destroyer of professional egos, dared to utter the 7 most controversial words of 2025. Quote, "Give us some space, we are working." And that's it. That's the entire incident that set off the cycling world. But to cycling Twitter, Reddit, and the emotional corner of Instagram Reels, this was less of a polite request and more of a betrayal of the social contract between man and idol. How dare Pogačar, the man who smiled through rain, crashed with a grin, and attacked uphill like a caffeinated ferret, tell fans to back off? Surely, he's supposed to radiate endless sunshine and gratitude, even while pushing 400 watts up a 10% gradient during a Recon ride. The context, of course, doesn't matter. The video showed Pogačar and his training partner, believed to be Rafał Majak, though some swore it was a holographic decoy, riding the course of El Lombardia, the season's grand finale. Behind them, a gaggle of amateur riders, phones in hand, trying desperately to latch onto the wheel of the world's best cyclist. Because if you can't beat Pogačar, you might as well film yourself pretending to be near him. When he turned his head and muttered, "Give us some space, we are working," it wasn't shouted, it wasn't aggressive, it was Slovenian level polite. But online, it became, "Pogačar screams at fans, get away from me." It's a classic tale of the 2020s, a professional athlete having a completely human interaction, magnified through the pixelated lens of outrage. Suddenly, people who couldn't pedal to the corner shop without calling an Uber were writing dissertations about the privilege of elite cyclists and the psychological contract between fans and heroes. To be fair, yes, it's weirdly funny. Pogačar usually is the most unbothered man alive. He actually looked mildly irritated in this video, which for him is like most people entering full Hulk mode. His face didn't twist with anger, it simply twitched with the universal expression of, "I really don't want to crash into you because you want a selfie mid-descent." The irony? Well, the same fans are now calling him arrogant, and they're probably the same ones who scream "Poggy, Poggy" while sprinting behind his bike up the Jol in flip-flops, clutching Slovenian flags and GoPros. Apparently, guys, if you're not smiling like a Disney mascot while training for a monument, you've gone too far. The Recon ride that became a conspiracy. Let's be clear about what a Recon ride actually is. It's not sightseeing, it's not casual fun meet and greet day, it's a crucial day where riders preview the route of an upcoming race. In this case, El Lombardia, a monument famous for its relentless climbs, unpredictable descents, and the faint aroma of crushed dreams. Pogačar wasn't there for fun, he was there for revenge. Lombardia is his race. He won it 3 times already, 21, 22 and 23, making it practically the Tadej Pogačar Invitational. His 2024 edition ended in heartbreak, a puncture, a tactical mess, and the horror of finishing only 3rd. For most riders, that's career-defining. For Poggi, that's a national tragedy. So when he and his UAE teammates hit the roads around Madonna del Gisello, they were there to analyse every hairpin, every tyre pressure, and decide where Tadej would vaporise his rivals next time. But instead of quiet focus, they got a swarm of Strava-hungry weekend warriors gasping out their lungs, trying to, quote, accidentally join his training file. Imagine trying to rehearse your solo at a concert. only to have 5 people jump on stage with plastic guitars. That's what happened. And that's the internet's reaction. It was biblical. Some swore that Pogačar was, quote, cold and corporate now. Others suggested he had, quote, lost touch with the people. One commentator said, quote, he used to be fun, now he's just another what robot. Meanwhile, the rational side of the fandom was like, quote, bro, he's literally in the middle of an interval training ride. Would you interrupt a surgeon during surgery to take a selfie? But as logic has never stood a chance against cycling Twitter drama, soon theories emerged, and some fans were planting by Visma to disrupt Pogačar's preparation. That's the craziest theory I've heard, although it's not true at all, and there's no evidence to suggest it. Others swore that the video was somehow edited, CGI, to make him look grumpy. A few people insisted that it was all a media test, a way for UAE to measure public sentiment towards their star before next season. All of which, of course, ignores the obvious truth. Sometimes a cyclist just wants to ride without someone trying to slipstream their carbon wheel like it's a peloton of clowns. What Pogačar was actually doing and why it mattered. Now, let's think what actually happened. So the El Lombardia route this year is brutal. 250 k's odyssey of climbs, cobbles and emotional trauma. It includes the Madonna del Gisolo, the Serrano Wall and the Civigillo, each designed to make even seasoned pros question their life choices. Pogačar was studying every detail, where to attack, where to eat, and most importantly, where not to be ambushed by fan pelotons. For Pogačar, Recon rides are sacred. He doesn't just ride the roads, he dissects them. He's been doing this for a long time, and he's also been known to bring a notebook, jotting down gradient changes, wind directions, and so much more. Rafał Majka once joked that Tadej, quote, remembers climbs better than birthdays. So yes, when a group of hobbyists decided to tag along, it's probably threw off his rhythm a bit. His training partner was reportedly overheard saying something like, we are not doing a grand fondue. But here's the kicker. After all this chaos, Pogačar still destroyed Lombardia again. A few days after Fangate, he lined up at the start, calm as ever, the internet's outrage still echoing in the background. By the time the peloton reached the Civigillo, Pogačar did what Pogačar always does. He casually vaporized everyone's dreams. He attacked with that signature face of pure serenity, like a monk doing hill repeats. He didn't look angry. He didn't even look sweaty. At the finish line, reporters naturally brought up the Recon drama. His response, quote, sometimes you need space to focus. We were just working. No apology tour, no PR spin, just a man who sees training as work. And importantly, the world needed reminding that cycling at 6 watts per kilo counts as work. His win at Lombardia wasn't just another trophy, it was poetic justice. The same fans who criticised him for asking for space were now cheering him as he raised his arms on the shores of Como. The internet conveniently forgot his outrage, shifting instantly from Pogačar is rude to Pogačar is inevitable. The cult of Pogačar and the myth of eternal niceness. To understand why this micro-drama exploded, we need to understand the myth of Pogačar. He's the smiling assassin, the guy who cracks jokes mid-race, who thanks fans, who posts selfies with kids and dogs and random Italian grandmas who gave him biscotti. He's been marketed, accurately most of the time, as the friendly face of domination. So when he acts even 1% human, slightly annoyed, a touch impatient, the facade wobbles. It's a strange curse that befalls only the nicest athletes. If someone like Vincenzo Nibali or Chris Froome had told fans to back off, people would nod respectively. Ah yes, the shark is focused. But if Pogačar says it, it's like finding out Santa Claus charges for photos. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like on the video for good luck. Catch you guys tomorrow.